Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today is all about lucid dreaming. What is it? What do you get out of it? How do you do it? All of that good stuff. Now, I had my first lucid dream probably about 4 years ago, I want to say. 4 years ago. And before that, I had always had really vivid dreams, but it got to the point where I was in full control of the dreams. Through my lucid dreams, I've been able to connect with a lot of spirit guides, and I personally believe that you have a different spirit guide for different areas of life. And throughout the span of, I want to say, a year when I was first delving into this work, I would continuously connect with the same guide through lucid dreams, who gave me a lot of guidance on my spiritual journey and how to evolve and how to use this to my advantage and basically the whole human experience. If you want to hear some story times, make sure you check out my private community called Beyond the Veil. I share a lot of behind the scenes experiences that I wouldn't publicly share, so if you are interested, check it out. But lucid dreaming is essentially where you become fully aware that you're in a dream. Like fully aware, like you have control over everything. And when you're in this state, you are limitless. And we are not really limitless in this 3D dense reality, but in that dream world, in the dream state, you have full control. So it's super fun. So you can do things, you can learn things. Something that I really utilize with lucid dreaming or astral projection is things manifest super quick. Things manifest like instantly. So in 3D reality, human life, to manifest something, which is materializing energy into matter, it has a time buffer, okay? Because the energy is just more dense. Whereas if you are lucid dreaming or astral projecting, which are different things by the way, but they have the same energy dynamic in the sense that as soon as you think of something, it manifests. Whereas to manifest in human life, like there's steps to it. So you need to set your intention, you then need to adjust your energy, then need to overcome blocks and limitations and work with your subconscious and take inspired action. Like there are steps to it. By the way, I'm hosting an 8-week transformation called the Dream Life Formula, which is my method of manifestation that has worked in my life. Here we are, and what I have learned from the spiritual realms and as a human. But when you are on the dream world, things manifest like that. So you could be on the dream state and you could think, okay, put a yellow car in front of me and a yellow car will appear like that. Like that's how fast it manifests. This is really good for being a human on earth, because what we struggle with the most when manifesting is embodying the energy and understanding what it's like to be the receiver of that manifestation. We can't grasp it, especially if you have heavy programming and limitations around it. It's hard for you to actually comprehend what that's like or feel worthy and deserving of it to receive it. Whereas if you are able to access a lucid dream state, which is probably the easiest step next from human life to access, is when you manifest something instantly in the dream world from a lucid dream and it is appeared in front of you, you then have become familiar with what it's like to have that. Let me say that again. You then become familiar with what it's like to have that. So this is where lucid dreaming gets really fun. You can play around, you can, use your really fast manifestation skills and the energy of that dimension, that realm, that dream world to call upon what you want in your human life, so you become familiar with it. So when you come back down to human earth, it doesn't seem that delusional, it doesn't seem that far-fetched, because you know what it's like to have it. So just take that into consideration. I use this a lot with my life, with manifesting my desires and creating my dream life, that if there was something that I really struggled and I felt like it was so difficult to achieve and I would never achieve it, I would go through the dream world and I would play around and live my life the way that I wanted. I would live my dream life through a lucid dream because I had full control and could create whatever I want with no limitations, create things in that dimension, in that realm, that then I, as a soul, would understand what it's like. Lucid dreaming has so many benefits, and I want to say that is the number one benefit. All this spiritual work has benefits, but the number one for lucid dreaming, because I believe it is one of the easiest things that you can do with the methods that I'm about to teach you, that you can integrate what you learn, connect with spirit guides, receive guidance, manifest your dream life, and come back and integrate it as a human. And I strongly believe there are a bunch of us scattered around the world that have picked up on this through our own experiences and are now here literally living our best lives because of it, okay? And let me tell you, work smarter, not harder, okay? Lucid dreaming has so many benefits. Just think of everything that you can get by having it appear in front of you directly. Not only materialistic items and things like that, but also internal states. You can experience what it feels like to be free, to be joyful, to experience the way that you want to feel, whether that is in love, relationships, self, like whatever you want, cultivate it through a lucid dream and watch how much easier it is for you to manifest it in the 3D. Okay, so many benefits. So I'm going to jump into how to lucid dream, and I have a few methods, and you've probably heard of these methods, but one of them I created, or I haven't heard anyone talk about it, I created through, I was playing around with it and I realized that, hold on a minute, like every time I do this, I enter a lucid dream like 1000%. So the first one, everyone knows this, is reality checks. So basically it's like you get your subconscious into the habit of asking yourself, am I dreaming? Is this a dream? So there's a few different ones that you can do. And the point is that you train your subconscious to continuously ask you the same question. So you can do reality checks throughout the day, every hour or something like that, where you say like, am I dreaming? Is this a dream? And you reality check. Eventually your subconscious will get on board, and while you're dreaming, it'll prick your consciousness to wake up, and you will find yourself in a normal dream asking yourself, is this a dream? And that's when you will become aware. I'm in a dream. Congratulations, you've just become lucid. Okay, the same thing is with the poking your finger through your hand, right? It doesn't go through your hand, okay, duh, 3D. And you get in the habit of doing that. You do that in your dream, your finger will go through your hand. Your finger will go through your hand. And that's enough for you to click on and realize, hold up a minute, I'm in a dream. Which is pretty cool. From my experience, from meditating so consistently, I become naturally more aware and more conscious as to if I weren't meditating. So when I'm in dreams, I'm already very vivid and I notice things out of place, or I notice things that don't add up, that pulls me into becoming lucid and wakens me further. So for example, I had a dream, I was walking around my place, and the slightest detail that I noticed is there was an extra light bulb in the roof. I only have 2 light bulbs in this one area, but I noticed there were 3, and I looked up and I was like, hold up, why is there 3 light bulbs? Oh, I'm in a dream. Oh, I'm in a dream, you know? And then you do what you want, right? Do reality checks, okay? Do meditation. The more conscious you become, the more it is easier for you to become aware, because you are more receptive to it. You're more aware of what's going on. You're not just very vaguely having a random dream. You know, those dreams where you wake up and it's just like random stuff that you can barely remember. It's because your day-to-day life, you're not very conscious. But if you are meditating every single day, or trying your best to meditate as often as you can, your consciousness, you become more aware naturally. So it's easier for you to induce lucid dreams, because you notice even in a random dream that you can become aware naturally by having that awareness, if that makes sense. So one other one that people do is they set their alarm for early in the morning, like they'll go on their phone for a bit and then go back to sleep, because it pricks your brainwaves enough where you can easily fall back to sleep, but you're still aware. So it's easier for you to then go straight into the dream, right? So all of these methods are really good and well, but there's one in particular that I do that I noticed every single time induced a lucid dream, aside from the meditation thing, because that's just an all-rounder. But this one is going to sleep with your third eye open. Now, a lot of people, don't come at me, just listen to me, okay? Just listen to me. I will go to sleep with my third eye open. So when I talk about in my videos tapping into your clairvoyance and the projector screen and looking and being fully conscious, present and aware of that space, when I doze off to sleep, I stay conscious that I'm in this projector screen. So I create that separation between my body falling asleep and my mind being awake and being tapped in and aware, that when I fall asleep, I will realize, oh, I'm asleep now. And then I will just naturally float into a dream. That has been the easiest way for me personally, because it's just like, you don't really need to do anything. You just need to put yourself to sleep while consciously staying awake, which I think a lot of people struggle with. But with consistent meditation practice, it becomes easier, because you're able to dial yourself down straight away. Just like when you consciously astral project, you dial yourself down consciously and then you become more aware of what you're doing. My number one way would be to go to sleep and stay conscious of your third eye. And my second way would be just meditate, 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 because you become more conscious, you become more aware that you notice little things. But yeah, lucid dreaming is honestly so much fun. Like, I highly recommend it because you can literally transform your life through lucid dreaming. But you need to try what method works for you. Some people it's easier for one method versus the other. But I strongly believe in all of my work that if you continuously meditate, this is all just a natural byproduct because you are quieting down your human avatar and tuning and allowing your soul and spirit to take the lead. And I think that just overall improves your quality of life on earth in general, but also enables you and opens you up to all these magical, cool experiences, especially when it is intentional. You don't experience like those negative ones that people talk about and those scary experiences. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, let me know if you have any questions about lucid dreaming or anything like that. I will see you in my next video. Bye.